Hello and welcome back to the Good 5 Cent Cigar Newscast. My name's Alexa Potamianos. Thank you so much for joining us. Coming up, a look into Campus Recreation's annual Recfest to welcome back students to campus. Then, the Gender and Sexuality Center hosts their annual Big Gay Picnic to kick off the year. Then, a look into what upperclassmen wish they knew entering the university. And as always, stay tuned for your Rhody Sports Corner. Campus Recreation at the University of Rhode Island provides students with both physical and mental health resources to stay active on campus. Whether it's through an on-campus job, joining a club or sport, or enjoying some time at the Sailing Center, Campus Rec has a variety of ways to get involved. I spoke with members of Campus Rec staff at their kickoff event, Recfest, to find out more about what Campus Recreation has to offer. Last week, Campus Rec hosted their annual kickoff event, Recfest, to welcome students back to campus and showcase all that Campus Recreation has to offer.
It's an event that we always have on the first day of classes to just celebrate everything regarding Campus Rec. There's a lot of different free kind of fun things to do. We have an obstacle course, bubble soccer, free food, flash classes, like anything you can think of. It's a lot of fun.
Melnick gives more into different ways for students to get involved.
So number one, you can participate in intramural sports, participate in club sports. You could come to the gym and take group fitness classes and just work out in the gyms. That's the easiest way to do it.
In addition to providing activities for students, Campus Rec is the second largest student employer on campus.
Well, first off, you can work really any kind of job you'd like in Campus Rec, but you have to apply on Handshake. That's where you find all the jobs listed. You could be a group fitness instructor like me. You could work in the gyms. You could work for club sports, intramurals, the sailing center. There's like so many options. You can work for marketing if that's like your major as well. You can take pictures and record, whatever you want to do. There's a lot of options.
Alexa Potamianos, 5 Cent Cigar News. On September 7th, the Gender and Sexuality Center kicked off its year with the Big Gay Picnic. The event featured drag performances and served as a way to welcome students back for the year, welcome new students, and showcase what the center has in store for the upcoming year. Kat Sheridan has more.
Off the year, we're loud and proud at the Gender and Sexuality Center with the Big Gay Picnic. I interviewed a few people, including Dr. Annie Russell, a few of the students who attended, and the guest drag queen.
Hi, I'm Will. My pronouns are he, him. We went to Recfest and they had a table out for the Gender and Sexuality Center and I saw the flyer and I was like, oh, I can probably go to that. I'm having a lot of fun.
I'm Deja and I use she, her, or he, him. It doesn't matter.
Awesome. Yes, I'm Annie Russell, she, her pronouns. I am our director here on campus. Really, my goal in life has been to be able to influence folks to be about social justice, and higher education is the way that I felt like I could exponentially reach students. So it's amazing. The students are always so engaged. Like we had well over 100 people. You've been here all day, right? Yep. We've seen just a great crowd today. People are really excited about the year, so I can't wait to meet just more and more students. And I love the level of activism in our student population. You know, if things are not great, then people want to fix it, and I love that. I would say, please, if you're not ready to come into the space, reach out to one of us. We're happy to always meet students at different places and off campus because we know that can be intimidating. But also know that if you find your moment, right, all it takes is one moment of courage, that you will find a very welcoming space here. Our staff will welcome you with open arms, give you a tour, and find lots of ways for you to get involved here on campus. And we like to say that this is where home is for our queer students. And
I'm having a lot of fun. I love drag shows, so I'm like having the time of my life right now.
Definitely take the time out of your day and do it. It's definitely a resource. It's here. It's, from what I understand, it's an open door policy, so don't be afraid. Just take the time and do it. Love it. I'm older, so to think that there's stuff like this happening now when I was younger, I would never even imagine. So definitely I'm so happy there's a place like this here in Rhode Island.
This is Kat Sheridan with the 5 Cent Cigar.
The transition to college can be a challenge for first-year students, especially in the first few weeks. Upperclassmen share their tips for first years and some information they would have wanted to hear during their first year at URI. Jonah Steinweh-Adler has the story.
Every year, millions of Americans begin a new chapter and start their journey in college. Now, college can be challenging and frustrating for those who are new at it, whether it is a new freedom that you have, or new classes that you just want to do well in, or just generally just trying to make friends. So here we are on the college campus of the University of Rhode Island, and we're going to ask some upperclassmen some advice and tips that they would have for you freshmen out there. Let's go see what they have to say.
Can you tell me what year you're in?
I'm a junior.
I'm a junior.
Right on. And
I'm a fourth year.
I'm a senior.
I'm a senior. Right on. And I'm a senior.
I'm a senior as well.
I am a junior.
I am a junior.
I'm a junior.
I'm also a junior.
Cool. And so what advice would you guys give to some younger people, some freshmen?
I would say get involved as much as you can.
I would just say put yourself out there, meet as many people as you can, and just be sociable.
Be on time. Don't skip class because once you start, you won't stop.
Don't buy a textbook until you have an assignment.
And what tips would you give to freshmen starting out their journey in college?
Oh, I didn't actually think about this.
Work hard, play hard.
Definitely get involved early.
Go to class.
I would say read your syllabus. Even if you don't want to, you need to read your syllabus.
Be out all of the time. Meet people, do stuff, have fun.
I like it.
Take a picture of your schedule on eCampus. It will help you a lot. Try and just take walks when you don't have class to see where your class buildings are.
So one social tip I would give is definitely get involved in everything, because the more you get involved, the better the experience is. Everyone's looking to make friends, and once you make them, it's like the experience is just so much better.
And I say stay on top of your shit. Don't stay behind, because if you let work pile up and you wait last minute, it's going to bite you. It's going to kick you in that later.
What tips would you guys give out to those clueless freshmen out there?
Join orgs. Be involved. Don't just sit there and do nothing. You're going to be miserable.
Especially if you're a multicultural student, there's a lot of multicultural orgs, CVSA, I'm a shameless plug, that you can join. There are a lot of different things also that, if you're just interested, outing club, gaming club. We have a boxing club here at URI. There's a lot of stuff that you can get involved in that'll, shape your experience. I feel like the one thing I do tell students every time they ask me for my opinion is it's really about making your, experience here your own. There's a lot of stuff that you can just, do for fun, O week and stuff like that, but as time goes on, you have to make the experience your own.
If you think there's not a club for you, I promise you there is. There's a club for everybody. You just got to find your people.
Right on. Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
And now over to Kyle Standing for your Rhody Sports Corner.
Thanks, Alexa. Hello, Rhody Nation. I'm Kyle Standing, and this is your Rhody Sports Corner. The week started when the women's soccer team looked to build momentum as they faced Holy Cross at the URI Soccer Complex on Thursday after a win against the University of Vermont. Here's sophomore staff reporter Aidan Garvey with more on how the team did.
URI's women's soccer team took on Holy Cross in a non-conference matchup last Thursday night. It was a goaltending battle between URI's Faith Hutchins and Holy Cross's Olivia Dubin. In the first half, Caitlin McCabe comes in all alone on URI, but Faith Hutchins comes out of the goal to make a great sliding save, keeping the score 0-0. Then, later in the second half, Olivia Dubin comes out to make a nearly identical stop on Hope Santinello. Towards the end of the game, URI's Alyssa Fleming sent one towards the goal, but it was knocked away by Olivia Dubin. Holy Cross and URI left this game at a 0-0 tie.
Football hit the road Saturday to take on in-state rival Bryant, looking to push to 2-0 for the second season in a row. Junior sports reporter Cam Iasimone has the story.
A state rivalry here in Smithfield, Rhode Island, with the Rhode Island Rams on the road for yet another non-conference matchup against the Bryant Bulldogs, capturing their second win of the season, 35-21. And a huge part of that coming from the Rhody defense, forcing 10 sacks on the Bryant offense. 8 of the Rams' 10 sacks coming in the second half stretch, with freshman linebacker A.J. Pena tying the program's record for most sacks in a single game with 3.5 and only his second collegiate appearance.
I'm really happy I got the win with the team.
this team is a team defense. Everything's not meant for me. The plays come and go, so I'm just happy I took advantage of my opportunity and got the sack. So,
despite the early troubles with Bryant taking a quick 7-0 lead in the first quarter, sophomore running back Jalen Smith took matters into his own hands, finding himself in the end zone twice with 89 total yards, giving all the credit to his offensive line.
I think we have the best offensive line in the CAA. I think without them, I wouldn't have been able to score my touchdown. We was chipping away, and then we got one.
Under Jalen Smith, redshirt senior Marcus DeShields with 105 yards, including a touchdown of his own. The backfield duo now 240 total yards on the season with 4 touchdowns. However, head coach Jim Fleming still believes his team has more to give in preparations for games down the line.
We were not, we weren't as sharp as I think we have an opportunity to. What it says is that, we came up, we've handled business on the road 2 weeks in a row, but our goals are extremely high as a football program. And, we're trying to do something that hasn't been done at the university for 8 years, something like that. So, I'm trying to make sure we're holding them to the highest standard possible, and I think that they embrace that. They know that they can play better, and they will expect to do so.
Up next, the Rams heading back to their home grounds for their home opener against nationally ranked Delaware on Saturday, September 17th at 1 p.m. From Burns Stadium, I'm Cam Iasimone reporting for Cigar Sports.
While the football team was out on the road taking care of business, the men's soccer team was right on campus looking to continue their unbeaten start to the season. Aidan Garvey has more on the performance.
Saturday night, URI's men's soccer team took on a very tough opponent in the Yukon Huskies. 10 minutes into the first half, URI's Isaac Oistese nailed this one into the bottom right corner, putting URI up on Yukon 1-0. Later on, Patrick Krasuski scored a nearly identical goal for URI, putting the tally up to 2. Yukon responded later in the first half. A free kick from Mateo Levesque, headed in by Soren Ilso, trimmed the URI lead to 2-1. However, URI delivered the final blow. Rafa Villanueva put this one in the back of the net in the dying seconds. URI left their home fans with a nice showing, a 3-1 win.
In other news this week, the men's cross-country team finished 4th at the Friar Invitational, while the women's cross-country team finished 2nd at the Nasani Invitational. The women's volleyball team went 2-1 at the Art Carmichael Invitational over the weekend, taking down Marist and LIU, and the golf team finished 3rd at the VCU Shootout. Lastly, congratulations to Rhody freshman AJ Pena on earning CAA Rookie of the Week for his massive performance against Bryant. That's all from this week's Sports Corner. Back to you.
That's all we have for you this week at the 5 Cent Cigar Newscast. As always, check us out at rhodycigar.com and follow us on Twitter at rhodycigar. From Kingston, Rhode Island, I'm Alexa Potamianos. Stay safe, Rhody.